Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Constantinople and this is going to be part 11 of my early campaign where I'm playing as England. And welcome back to such a fun, awesome campaign where everything is going perfectly to plan, right? Right? Am I right, guys? I mean, this has been really quite the campaign so far, and I'm excited to get back into this one. I'm sure that you folks are also excited about this one because, man, oh man, this has been a riot so far. So, the good news is I'm feeling better about things just because I do have sons. My eldest son is 8 years away before he becomes of age. So, okay, that's good news. And I've gotten my king up from 2 influence to 4. Again, that's a step in the right direction. By taking Ireland and Norway and Navarre down here, we've gotten our influence up, I think, by just... Was it 1? Yeah, I think we got 1 influence from the glorious achievements and then 1 influence from taking provinces, which made me think that taking Livonia would be a good idea as well. It would be a rather easy... I mean, there's 7 units here, so it's not nothing. And I do have mercenaries sitting here in Norway and Ireland that I could send. So that's an option. That could give me potentially up to influence of 5. And the idea is, like, why I'm really kind of pushing for this is because, well, for a couple reasons. One thing is that if this crusade fails, which it really might, I am down to 117 men left. So it might fail. And if it fails, he's going to lose some influence. I'm not sure exactly how much influence he's going to lose. And that could cause some issues with our stability of our realm. The other issue, though, is that having low influence is going to potentially just cause this issue to continue with his sons, especially the son that's going to be the next in line. So having as high influence as possible so that my son can have some good stats is going to be pretty important right now. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for. It's tempting, as I said, to take Livonia, and that should get him up to influence of 5. However, I was kind of looking at this, and this was pointed out to me by a viewer who reminded me that I'm actually like not that far away from Antioch when it comes to my navy. And my crusade doesn't have to win Antioch by itself. It can be, you know, assisted by forces from back home. So there are many mercenaries available here in Flanders. And yeah, I could hire all of them and send them to Antioch and then send my crusade to Antioch with left of it. And I could still complete my crusade. And that's something that I hadn't really thought possible, but then, like, you know, my navy's really got online and things are looking good. Now, again, this was pointed out to me that if I just use my boats that are up here, that I'm not, you know, they're not really working towards my goal of getting to Antioch, then that's going to be another 4 boats. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I would keep this one because this, the Mercian port is here in the North Sea. But then I can move, this would be the 4th boat that I could free up and then move down and to extend my chain towards Antioch. Now, I'm actually pretty close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sea regions away. So those 4 boats would get me pretty gosh darn close. Except that by cutting the ties between my Irish forces and my Norwegian forces, first off, I could, you know, leave forces behind. However, cutting off those ties when the king's influence is not directly connected to a certain troops in certain provinces, then those provinces will be losing loyalty or public order. What's it called here? Yeah, loyalty. And that's obviously bad. If we start losing provinces, he can start losing influence again, which is the exact opposite of what I want to happen. And however, the thing is that I still would like to use these forces for my assault on Antioch. So leaving them here for now to keep up public order and then using them at the last second for the attack on Antioch, that's kind of what I want to do here. But that would mean keeping all of these boats in position. The only ones that I could free up essentially would be this boat and this boat, which is fair. You know, that's an idea. However, then I would have to put boats right back into position if I wanted to take Livonia. Like, if that's something that I wanted to do at the last minute, you know, like right before his eldest son comes of age, I would have to kind of rush to put boats back into position. And all in all, I don't think this is going to be that vital, just because I do have... I got boats being pumped out. I think this one's 1 turn away before being finished, and then this is another 1 turn away from being finished. So that's 2 boats that are going to be done in the next turn. I think that's 3 boats right there that are going to be done in the next turn. This is 2 turns away. And then I have other boats that are queued up as well that have just been queued up. So that's going to be 3 turns for those, you know, couple of boats there. So that's it. You know, those, like this next little, you know, line of boats coming out will connect me to Antioch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't think that, I mean, for the turns that it would take to get these guys pushed up to extend my lines, only to have them, because yeah, for instance, like here, like here's a couple boats doubled up, so that's going to extend out as well and get me even closer. So I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Yeah, that's going to get me to being where I'm like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sea regions away, and then having, just want to check this. So yeah, that's going to be done in 1 turn. 1 turn away. So that's 3 boats. They're going to be 1 turn away. 2 turns away. That's 4 boats. And then, yeah, 3 turns away is going to be Flanders and Aquitaine. So, 3 turns from now. 3, 4 turns from now. Let's say 4, just to be on the safe side. Let's say if I can attack Antioch on turn 4, and then assault the fort on turn 5, and then that's going to be having completed my Crusade objective 5 turns from now, which gives me another 3 turns before Prince John comes of age. And in that 3 turns, then maybe I can quickly scoot on over to take Livonia to also try to get another influence boost from that as well. If I'm really like, you know, if I'm really looking at it and thinking like, if I only get 1 influence from that Crusade, for instance, and I'm like, yeah, I could do better. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. They do have a fort here, so I'd have to take that fort as well. Yeah. Now, something that's kind of curious, it's sort of interesting to me, is like, what determines what regions these mercenaries show up in? For instance, like we're getting a pretty consistent, like just a whole shebang here in Flanders. Like this has just been pretty consistent. Like this is kind of what we're seeing. And then we're seeing like, we don't have anything available anywhere else right now, but we have seen a couple of units here and there in Anjou, and then maybe some other places, but like mostly Flanders and a little bit in Anjou. And it has nothing to do with the, now I know that mercenaries are tied to the like anti-magnetism of the scale of the settlement inside. So like the, you know, the mercenary magnetism does decrease as the settlement does get tacked up further and further. Now that's nothing to do with this, because the keep, we both have a keep in Anjou and Flanders, so that's not the reason why. So I'm just like wondering why, like why am I getting mercenary? See, I have not done a lot of mercenary play before in previous campaigns, so I don't really know exactly what determines these things. It would kind of sometimes make me think like, hey, is it because I'm bordering regions, you know, other factions up here in Flanders, the French and the Germans? Well, I mean, down here, I'm bordering the Italians and the Aragonese. So, you know, why not in Aquitaine? You know, Anjou, yes, is it bordering the Italians and the Germans and the French? So, like, that could explain why we're getting a couple availabilities here, but it's only been a couple, not like as much as Flanders. Like, why so much in Flanders? I don't really understand. I've heard before that, like, the Merc availability has to do with the units that the AI factions are disbanding. But that wouldn't have anything to do with nearby factions. Like, it wouldn't, like, because we have availability, again, let's look at this. You know, these are units that, like, the Khwarezmians is a very common mercenary unit that ain't ours. You know, it's not anything nearby as well. That's way out east. You know, this is going to be the Turks and the Egyptians. And they can't even train those yet. So if they're not training them, they're not disbanding them. And yeah, mounted crossbows, you know, Italian infantry, you know, these are not factions that are neighboring the Germans, although the Germans are, you know, they can't produce the mounted crossbows, but I don't think they have them right now. So I don't, what I'm trying to say is I don't understand how the mercenary pools work. And so up here in Ireland, I was tempted to think like, hey, let's get an inn so that I can, because I've built an inn in every other place because I wanted to kind of test this out. But now that I've had inns in every other province for very long by now, and I'm still haven't seen any, I'm not seeing the goods, you know? So yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, I can still build one. It's cheap, you know, 400 florins ain't much. For now though, I will just build a fort, and then in Wales, it's time. Let's get a spearmaker. It's super cheap, 200 florins and 2 turns to build. And this is going to allow us to build a swordsmith, and that is going to allow us to train Celtic warriors here in Wales. So those can be a fun unit to use for further future crusades. But I'm not going to be going, I'm continuing to like hang on to my money. I have 3,400 in the bank. I'm making 3,800, which is good, you know, so that's all fine. But I'm going to need some money saved up to hire these mercenaries in a couple of turns. And yeah, actually we're going to be making some good money. Oh yeah, I don't think that income is accounting for these 2 ports either. And see, on my race to Antioch, I'm going to be like wanting to skip the Adriatic, but man, once I can like spare a boat to get up there and get those 4 ports, that's going to be very, very nice. Also, so Crusades can use allied factions' navies to get to their target, although we're not allied. God, the gosh darn Byzantines spurned me. Now, is it just allied navies? Or is it just like navies? I mean, they did allow me to go through their territory, so is that part of the deal? Is that I can use their navies? So that's kind of a double-sided question there. Do I have to be allied with factions to have my crusades use their navies to get to places? Or can it just be like someone letting me through their territory, like the Byzantines? And then the second part of that question is that, can it be like a two-part dealio? So like if I had boats getting all the way to the Dodecanese, is it the Dodecanese Sea? And then, yeah, Dodecanese Sea. And then if like a Byzantine boat was in the Eastern Mediterranean, could I just kind of link, you know, use my boats to link to their Byzantine boat to get me to Antioch? Is that how that works? Yeah, I actually don't know the answer to either of those questions. So if you know the answer, please let me know. And even though the Byzantines did spurn me, I think I got to go back. Emissary, go. Because like, we gotta try, you know, the Byzantine emperor made a mistake. He didn't know what he was saying when he said no to me. All right, let's just go back. Like, sorry, sir, you meant yes, right? Yes, you meant yes. Because we're in this together, bucko. I mean, the Egyptian forces, like in Nicaea and Trebizond, they're not super heavy duty by this point. They're looking pretty bare bones. A lot of peasants. Trebizond, yep, not looking too threatening there either. There is a full strength unit of Armenian heavy cav. That's like the only scary looking unit out of any of the stacks in Nicaea and Trebizond. But yeah, all it takes is another extra turn. Yeah, watch out for these 3 peasants. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty scary. Yeah, 6-star general. Like, all of a sudden he's gonna turn these peasants into, you know, god killers if he comes up and leads an assault on us. So I'm pretty afraid of him. And then, yeah, peasants and urban militia, not too scary either. I think the Sultan's army is looking okay. Yeah, he seems like he has the best army so far from what I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, we've done some damage to them. I'm just saying, well, all I'm trying to say here is I hope we can hold out. For a moment there, for a good moment, I was thinking like, oh no, this crusade's doomed. And it probably still is, but now I'm just like, oh, there's a glimmer of hope. We can still make it. So maybe. We'll see. We'll see about that. And I am at the end of this turn, so let's go ahead and let's drop a save and let's see how long this glimmer of hope can hold out for. Let's see, it's going to be the year 1151, so we possibly might have some more glorious achievements objectives that might pop up and show themselves. Very interesting. No attack. No attack. Okay. Oh, okay. That feels good. That feels good. All right. Finished in Northumbria. Okie dokie. Merchant finished in Flanders. That's going to be some good money. There's some good trade goods in Flanders, so that's going to make us good cash. Not enough money for everything, eh? I guess I did build a few boats, but still, that's kind of shocking. And yeah, the Byzantine Emperor is still saying no to me, but I'm just going to keep like, you know, what did you mean, sir? Like, what did you mean? What? Did you mean yes? Did you mean yes? Has anything scary popped up? Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they kind of bolstered they bolstered their forces a little bit. They brought up, actually, they brought up 3 more units of Armenian heavy cav, as well as, those are the main threats, but like, the point is, they bolstered the 2 provinces that are bordering Constantinople. Luckily, the Byzantines look like they also did the same. Ooh, it would be nice if the Byzantine Emperor left this province so that this 8-star Giga Chad could lead the fight. Lord Comnenus. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope, but yeah, I kind of doubt that's going to happen. Do we have any other objectives? Homelands. Looks like we're getting more points for the stuff that we already own. Oh, that's fun. So like we already, we've already taken Ireland, so we get those 2 points from that. And then everything else we already owned, I believe. Normandy, Aquitaine, Anjou, Ireland, Northumbria, but I feel like these got bolstered a bit. I don't think I was making 16, 17 points. I thought I was making like maybe 12 before. So yeah, I think they just got bolstered a bit. That's nice. Yeah, that's very good. And conquest as well, that moved up a little point as well. The conditions stayed the same, so I must have just got counted for taking something. So yeah, sweet, awesome. Yeah, and I'm not too far. Yeah, third place behind the Italians and the Germans. All right. Yep, that's looks good. And income is looking at 4,500. Yes, that looks good. Give it to me. I love that. Sweet. I had, okay, that boat was just built. Nice. So, let's get these boats moving along. It has just been brought to my attention that Lord Bolingbroke is a very lazy man, and that just won't do, because that's going to be -2 command. Don't care about that. You're just a governor. -2 acumen, though. You have to be able to count. That's going to be the main thing. Well, I guess, maybe he knows how to count, but he's very lazy. Master of sloth and procrastination, being most creative and devising excuses for putting off hard work. Yes, -2 command, -2 acumen. We need to make all of the money that we can, and he's the Lord Duke of Aquitaine. Yeah, so want to be making money. Let's get my emissary. I don't look. Okay, so the Emperor moved out of Greece. I don't know how I feel about that, because I would rather he stay in Greece, but the rest of his army stay in Constantinople. That's what I would prefer. But emissary, come over to Brittany. Yeah, you can. Let's talk to Mr. Lord Bolingbroke, and let's relieve him of his duties. And I found someone better, Mr. Sir Geoffrey Scrope. 4 acumen. He's a hedonist, but that's okay. I don't need you to, do too much moving around here. As I prepare to end another turn here, this is what I'm really worried about, actually. The Byzantines moving their armies away from Constantinople. You're opening yourself up to an attack from the Egyptians. Like, please move back. I know they're at war with the papacy, and the papacy has taken Naples off of the Byzantines, which is bad for them. But like, you guys, you don't want to lose Constantinople. This is your jewel city. So please come back. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they move back during the end turn because, yeah, this is getting a little bit scary here. I have 77 men left in my Crusade, and my boats are getting close. They really, really are, but no. Okay. It's okay. I think the Byzantines did bring some armies in. So a papal inquisitors up here killing my generals. Yeah, I just tried and executed one of my generals. Okay. Yep, that's pretty annoying. I don't have any assassins, so I can't just go kill that inquisitor. I'll keep that in mind, papacy. Okay. So the Byzantines did not bring in much of anything. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah, this is awful. The Byzantines have 891 troops, and the enemy has 2,067. They do have a 2-star general. I think the... Let's see if I can see. Oh, I can't move the... I can't move and see what's in the province. Oh yeah, I can see. Okay, right. Okay, so it is Lord Comnenus. That's the good news. 8 stars is very good. He does have 2 units of Byzantine infantry. And then Slav warriors, urban militia, some Trebizond archers, urban militia, okie dokie. I gotta say, although it ain't much, 8 stars is good. He only has 4 men in his unit, though. That's the bad thing. But that 8 stars, man, these guys are going to be raid bosses. So, like, you know, if they can kill the general and rout off that first wave, there's a chance. But I'm just going to have to hide out in a forest somewhere. I have 77 men left. You know, sorry, 78. God, goodness. Okay, fingers crossed. It actually took quite a bit of time to get this entire army here that's going to, you know, have them be concealed. It's weird that you can't just like put them in the forested area and have them be concealed, because if they're in the forested area but they're like not directly like by trees or something, they will still be visible. It's a weird thing. You have to kind of like it's really finicky. Anyway, that took a lot of time. My general's out here, and yeah, oh my god, this is going to be... Get back here. Don't provoke the Byzantines. Give them no reason to face towards us. Just focus on each other now. Seriously, guys. Yeah, okay. It looks like they're going back on the hill. That's fine, I guess. And the Egyptians, what do they have? So yeah, it looks like they brought all of their Armenian heavy cav. Ugh, God, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go for the... I don't know how the Byzantines can take on... Is it going to be 4 units of that? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4... Is that 5? It's not... Is it really 6? Oh, God, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Yeah, I don't see how the Byzantines have any hope here. I mean, that Armenian heavy cav looks like they did just cleaned out pretty good by those Byzantine infantry. So again, I guess it comes down to that that general. I don't know. Those Armenian heavy cav are killing the Slav warriors down there. Slav warriors going right on in. It's not a good unit. it's not a good unit, but like, I don't know. I see some grenades going off down there as well. I think those grenades belong to the Egyptians. I wonder if there's going to be any friendly fire there. Yeah, Byzantines getting charged by Armenian heavy cav. Looks like the Byzantines do have some naphthas, you know. That could be a game changer if they get a good toss in, but again, you know, it really does depend. And yeah, here's more Armenians being thrown in. And got some Bedouin camel warriors that could get munched by some urban militia. That could work out well. Let's see, it looks like I see some Slav warriors retreating, perhaps? I'm not quite sure. Off in the distance, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, archers are getting back. General he could move forward because he could provide more buffs to his men. Yeah, Armenian heavy cav, looks like they're getting chopped down. And the camels are being flanked by the urban militia. And the first Egyptian wave, they might be done. They might be done for. Wow, that's quite the hold. I continue to be impressed by the Byzantine leadership. That is really something. And I will tell you what, I am very tempted. I'm tempted to just withdraw at this point because here's the thing. The only reason why I'm going into these battles is to make sure that I hide my forces and that I don't lose my forces instead of just auto-resolving. Here's the thing, though, is that it's my understanding that the Byzantine forces probably would do pretty well in the auto-resolve. Just because the auto-resolve is skewed towards, like, melee stuff. So, like, at this point, with the Byzantines clearing off that first wave, you know, should I just auto-resolve at this point? Or not auto-resolve, but just withdraw? I mean, frankly, if they're going to be sending their naphtha throwers towards my general, then yes, the answer is I should. So, yeah, let's do it. Because all I needed to do for this battle, let's withdraw you. And let's withdraw everyone. Because all I needed to do was make sure that my guys aren't going to participate. And, yeah, Godspeed to the Byzantines. I mean, my 77 men weren't going to... I mean, look at this. I have one-man units. You know, it's just like... It is not going to make a difference. If anything, this naphtha thrower chasing me down, well, you know, not participating in the battle... If anything, that's going to make more of a difference. So, yeah, let's just get my guys out of here and just cross our fingers and hope that the Byzantines can get the job done. Now, how is this going to look here? So, yeah, we have no idea what happened with the battle. Okay, stuff being built. Okay, so the Byzantines hung on. Oh, okay. Okay, so we don't know. Let's see, 532 men. So, yeah, they lost a couple hundred. But I don't know the results. Like, I don't know how many men the Egyptians lost. And what am I down to? I'm down to 57, so I've lost 20 just due to attrition. Whew, man, it is coming down to it. Okay, well. I can spread my boats out a bit further here. I am coming to the realization that I don't think that this is going to be enough. I thought that my boats would be able to, you know, make the distance a bit faster, but no, I guess that's not how moving the boats works. It's actually taking a bit longer. You know, it's been a few turns since the beginning of this episode, and my guys are losing 20 men per turn, it seems, and we're down to 37 men. So what, they're going to be down to 17 at the end of this turn? And then I can get my guys to the Deccanese Sea. But then I'm still going to be one more sea region away. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off. I'm trying to think, like... Is there any funny business here? If I... Let's see here. Do you have any weak principles? Minus 20% to bribe this guy. Let's see here. So... If I bribed the main army, that would mean that the peasants would still remain loyal to them. So therefore, like, Antioch would still not be mine. But yes, I need to take it, though, with the Crusaders. They still need to get there. Whether or not I bribe this army or not, I still need to get these, 37 or however many men to Antioch. So how do I do that? I don't think I do. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. And the Egyptians are coming right back in. I don't know if the Byzantines brought enough reinforcements in. Let's see what they have. So they have almost 1,200 men. We're going up against the 3,000 Egyptians. Again, I think the Byzantines do have their really good general, and I mean, they have some armor upgrades on a few of their units. That's good. They do have that 100-man unit of Byzantine infantry. Again, that's good with silver shield upgrades. That's silver armor upgrades. That's pretty good. And then, wait, hold on a second. He's not going to be in the initial stack? The general's going to be in the reinforcements? So that means they're not going to be receiving the benefit of his command? That's how that's going to work? What in the hell is going on here? Oh, yeah, I don't know. The Byzantines might have just thrown this. I mean, I'm just going to be hiding out in the forest, and I'm just going to withdraw immediately. I'm not even like watch the first clash. I'm just going to, I'm just going to withdraw immediately because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, the King of France has died from an illness. We know that much, but what about the battle? Okay. Yep. That's pretty cool. Yes, okay. Okay, so the Egyptians have taken Constantinople, and my crusade was pushed back to Bulgaria. Huh. And I can't go to Greece. I can only go to Constantinople. And so that means I need to get boats up to the Black Sea in order to get this crusade to... So I would need 3 more boats. I would need the Black Sea, the Sea of Marmara, and the Aegean in order to link these guys to my navies. And they're down to 17 men, so I imagine this is going to be the last turn for my crusade. That's my guess. So with that in mind, I think that I probably should send these guys off to Livonia to fight these. So yeah, Lithuanian cavalry, and then 2 crossbows. So 3 units of Lithuanian cavalry, 2 crossbows, spearmen, and woodsmen. Yeah, not bad, honestly. What do I have? So yeah, 2 full strength units of spearmen, but the rest of this is pretty banged up and trashy. What do I have here in Ireland? Full strength armored spears, Byzantine infantry, Italian infantry, which is pretty good. I probably have the spearmen to defeat the Lithuanian cavalry. I think so. Do I have the cavalry to chase down their archers, though? I have a 38 man unit of Faris here. I have some guys down here as well. What do I have? Yeah, not much in the way in cavalry. Got some mounted crossbows. Anything here? Yeah, not much. Yeah, not much. I mean, I could obviously train or hire stuff from Flanders. I was planning on saving that for my crusade, and considering that I'm going to be needing to send a crusade as soon as that one fails, I suppose that I'll just do that anyway. I'll just wait. But yeah, just getting like a point of influence as a cushion. Oh, I got another princess as well. So this can be 3 princesses that are just doing a bit of spying out down here. How long is this going to last? Yeah, I have no vision. I have no idea how long that's going to last. Yeah, that was a big blunder by the Byzantines. We know that the Italians have Serbia, so it's not good for the Byzantines. Are they at war? No, they're just at war with the Egyptians. That's it. Yikes. Okay, so yeah, I think I need to go and try to take Livonia. So let's just send it. Is Ireland going to be okay? Ireland's going to be okay. Yeah, they're hanging in there. And leave some peasants here in Norway and send the rest. Norway is also going to be okay. Yeah, that's shocking. I will say that this isn't the greatest pool of mercenaries that I've seen here in Flanders, even in this episode. It's very cavalry heavy, which isn't the worst thing, but, you know, having some infantry is a nice thing. Having some variety is a nice thing. However, should I just hire it for now, since it is available? Because if I'm going to be spending a few turns training up some native units to send to Antioch to bolster my second crusade, that is, then I'm tempted to do like a little hiring process here now for this, and then, you know, see how this replenishes. I would imagine, I mean, Flanders seems to be doing pretty well with the mercenaries, so yeah, I might just get another pool in another turn or two, perhaps. So I probably should bring some artillery here to Antioch because they do have a fort. They even could be in the process of building a keep. They have a castle down here in Tripoli and a keep up here in Lesser Armenia. So yeah, they are building keeps. It's not out of the question that they're in the process of building a keep right here in Antioch right now. So hiring up that mercenary artillery pieces, including the mangonel, which is a very powerful artillery piece. That's probably going to be good. Yeah, I probably should just go all in. I have 12,000, so that feels good. And I'll check what I'm making here in a moment. Yep, let's hire all these guys. And I'm still sitting on 10,000, so that, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad. So what am I making now? Well, after hiring all those guys, now I'm making 2,600. But what I could do at this point is sending a boat up here to the Adriatic. Let's see here. Do I have an extra boat somewhere? Not quite. Not quite, but I will soon. I will soon. So that's going to be fine. There is actually a lot on this on the line for this end turn here. Taking Livonia, I would say, it's pretty crucial considering that my king is going to be losing some influence here. So yeah, when that crusade goes bye-bye, it's going to be a hit. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I always forget. Is it like 1 or 2? I'm not quite sure. The Spanish are attacking me. How dare they? Yeah, the Spanish are attacking Navarre. I was going to give Navarre up anyway. You know, like, you didn't have to attack. The rebels are going to be retreating here in Livonia. That's interesting. So they're going to retreat to Lithuania. So I've conquered this, but I don't think I'm getting the point for... Let's see. So the Egyptians are retreating from Constantinople. Okay. All right. Okay. That's good news. Yeah, the Spanish are invading. Oh, it's such a shame. So I was just holding Navarre with a unit of peasants, and the Spanish is attacked with 1 archer and 2 javelins. So, like, you know, not a very serious attack, but now that does mean that we are at war. And more importantly, that means that we are not going to be trading with their ports, which sucks. That sucks. The Spanish, I thought that we were allies. And if that's the case, then they have lost influence by doing this. I'm just going to be retreating to my stronghold because I don't intend to fight that. And yeah, wow, I've never seen this picture before. Yeah, Crusade failed. So stranded in a foreign land with no hope of reaching their objective, the last few Crusaders have lost their faith and left the army. That's such a sad picture there, man. That's pretty bleak. Well, yep, that's pretty bad. But hey, I'm the richest, so there we go. So the Prince of Novgorod has been captured and executed. Who are they at war with? I don't know who they're at war with. Swordsmith finished here in Wales, so now I can train those Celtic warriors. and Town Watch in Ireland. I'm trying to work up towards getting the Kerns and the Gallo glasses. I don't know what the tech is required, but I can just look that up if I need to. And then treaty canceled. So the Novigrads broke off their alliance with me, and they're staying allied with the Spanish. And same with the Aragonese. And same with the Italians. And same with the Germans. And same with the Danes. Everyone just left me. I have 0 allies. Holy smokes. Oh my god. Everything just changed again. This campaign, man. My oh my. So you, like... Alright. I thought we were friends. Maybe I should have double checked that. But I thought we were. But he still has 6 influence, you know, so like he's doing okay. Yeah, he's not worried at all. And 48, he's 48 years old as well. So I have an army in Aquitaine that I can just send down, but then it's going to leave me open to the Italians here in Toulouse, who are not my friends anymore. And they have 2 stacks here, a little over 2 stacks here in Toulouse. And the Italians, are they at war with anyone else? I don't think... No, they're not. So, like, they're free to attack me. Man, everything just changed. How's your influence doing, buddy? 3. Okay. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. How long before Prince John... He comes of age in 2 years. Okay. Okay. I still think that we have to make our move for Antioch. And then as for everything else, I'm really not too keen on fighting for Navarre, just because I didn't intend on keeping it in the first place. But I don't, yeah. I still feel like I need to send them a message, you know? And now my boats have reached the Eastern Mediterranean. So I could, can I go? Can I go now? I wonder, yeah, I don't know if I need to wait. Yeah, this is not going to count as being, yeah, it doesn't count as being under my control. So, I may as well wait. I may as well hire up. Can I hire anything else? Arab infantry, mangonels, go, go, go. Yeah, sure. Why not? And let's go here. And I can bring down these feared men down here in Mercia. I can hire up another unit of feared men here and then go in the next turn, I suppose. And launch that crusade. And now that I have 0 friends, I need to like start going military again, because I've been resting with these pretty relaxed armies here in Aquitaine, Anjou, Normandy, and Flanders, and basically just relying on my mercenaries to do my outward pushes. So yeah, I need to start taking up again, because what am I looking at? So the French are probably in the toilet. They're not doing, yeah, they're not doing great. The Germans, yeah, feudal sergeants. So they have their tier 2 guys, and they do have some armor upgrades as well. Militia sergeants as well. That's a tier 2 upgraded version of an urban militia, basically. Vikings are good. So, you know, nothing too scary here, but the fact that they do have some tier 2 units on the field means that there could be more. And yeah, mounted crossbows right there. There you go. Yeah, mounted crossbows are a good unit as well. So yeah, the Germans have like enough stuff that's, you know, that should be worried about. The Italians have their really good Italian infantry. They do have some militia sergeants. Again, that's another, yep, solid tier 2 unit. Some Genoese sailors, which is a solid upgraded archer unit as well. So again, nothing too scary, but like enough to like make you think twice. And the Spanish, this is the most aggressive that I've ever seen the Spanish. You know, they've actually taken the Almohads off of the Iberian Peninsula. They're still at war with the Almohads, are they not? Yeah, they are. So I don't know how much the Almohads have left, but the fact that they've decided like, hey, this isn't enough, let's actually fight the English as well. It's so bizarre. It's a really weird thing. So yeah, I need to like start teching up, I guess. Is my economy going to be okay though? 12,000 in the bank. I'm not making much. I'm making 700 now. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Punishing the Spanish and trying to get a ceasefire with them seems like that would be a nice thing to do. Obviously, I just don't have the means to go on the offensive right now. And getting a boat up to the Adriatic has become pretty important by this point. So I have an extra boat here so they can move up to the Adriatic in the next turn. So that's going to help out my economy. But yeah, I need to start focusing on military. So no more boats. We're good on boats for now. And so Aquitaine can train Hoblars. Should I... Let's see, Horse Breeder. What's Horse Breeder going to get me? Mounted Sergeants if I were to get a Spearmaker's Workshop. And Feudal Knights if I were to get an Armorer's Workshop and a Royal Estate. So that's going to be a tier 3 unit. So I would have to get a castle for that. So I'm not quite in the running for that. I might want to get a town watch just so that I can build an armor at some point. I would need to build a Spearmaker and then an armor. So let's just get that going. A church as well feels pretty good to get that +1 morale. Yeah, that would be nice too. But let's go town watch. It gives a loyalty bonus to the province as well, so it's pretty easy to get. And yeah, Anjou. Let's see here. Going Spearmaker so that I could get a Swordsmith here in Anjou. That feels pretty good. Let's see, the Spearmaker. Yeah, so this is just the tier 1. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Getting some Royal Knights feels good too. That's something that I could be doing. Let's see, Royal Palace. So this would be the tier 1 version that would allow me to eventually get the Royal Knights. Do I want to get that in Brittany? Toulouse gives the bonus to the Chivalric Knights. Okay, so that's not anything that I have. Do I get any bonuses to stuff in any of my provinces? I actually don't even remember. Yeah, no bonuses here. Bonus Valor 1 to Cogs, so that's something. Bonus to Billmen, I can't get those yet. Longbowmen, I can't get those yet either. And then Highland Clansmen, yes. Yep, Gallow Glasses. Yes, okay. So I think that... Yeah, I'm tempted to get the Royal Palace going. I'll think about that. And then Normandy... Let's start pumping out archers and hoblars there and then there. I don't feel too stressed out about getting more urban militia. I should get the upgraded... yeah, the town guard so that I can get some militia sergeants, though. That would be a good idea. Yeah, so why not? Let's just get militia sergeants here in Normandy, and then I will work up to getting the Royal Knights here in Brittany. And then Flanders. See, I don't need to tech up to getting the feudal sergeants, the tier 2 spearmen, because my fearedmen are just as good, and I can get them in my Saxon, or my Anglo-Saxon provinces. So, yeah, I don't need to tech up towards that. Honestly, Flanders can just keep going with economy. They have really good farmland, so... Let's see, Flanders, farm income 828. Yeah, let's just keep going with that. This is going to bring me up to 961. Yeah, totally. Farmland in Flanders, perfect. And let's see, Wessex. Ooh, okay, so yeah, I could get that royal court here in Wessex just right now, which makes me feel a little bit tempted to cancel that building in Brittany. Could get a swordsmith right away here as well. Okay, okay. I got some options here in Wessex. Yeah, getting the royal courts feels good. What can I train here? I can train... Yeah, see, the problem, though, is that just pumping out Fearedmen from Wessex as well also feels good, so... So maybe what I do is I just focus on getting a church so that I can get those +1 morale for my Fearedmen and armor as well. That's kind of... Yeah, I kind of like that. 400 florins, 200 florins. Yeah, let's get the church. It's cheaper. I wonder actually if I can get a ceasefire with the Spanish by sending one of my princesses. Would that be possible? Yeah, so they have no unmarried men, but I could propose an alliance. It's funny because like the ceasefire has to come first, you know, so yeah, it's a little bit awkward. I'll I'll say yes and see what happens. I'm not really sure if that's gonna work the way that I want it to, but I guess we will find out. So yeah, I'm gonna be going back to spending a lot of money. Yeah, that's what we're switching into here, and I'm going to be taking this fort here in Livonia to try to boost my. Let's see, yeah, you have 3 influence, and your son is going to be of age in 2 turns. Okay. All right. Hopefully, no one attacks me, or no one else attacks me. Yeah, there we go. The Aragonese are dogpiling in. So the Aragonese went for Aquitaine, and so first things first, we're going to fight this castle assault. Woodsmen, spearmen, and Lithuanian cavalry. Shouldn't be too big of an issue here. Do I have any artillery? I don't think I do. Okay, that's fine. I have 3 units of archers. That's enough to use fire arrows to burn through the walls, and then I have plenty of guys that can cut down the remaining defenders. It just started raining, despite the fact that I did pick fine weather, so that's unfortunate. And yeah, looks like we got ourselves a Mott and a Bailey here. So yeah, how about that? Pretty fancy stuff. The inside is going to be on raised ground, and that center tower fort area is going to be shooting arrows. And there's going to be arrow fire coming from the battlements as well. So I got my archers right up next to it so that we can start shooting immediately, just because we can't hit their stockade without being in range, so we may as well just start in range right off the bat. My archers are in loose formation, and it looks like, so yeah, we have to get through both areas. We have to get through this area, and we have to get through the inner area as well to get into these Lithuanian cavalry. And what do we have? So the spearmen units split off into halves, basically, and yeah, it looks like the woodsmen are going to be on the inside. Got it. Okay. So spearmen on the inside. I just have to send up my swordsmen to cut through them. I have Almohad Urban Militia over here. Let's see, 34%. So yeah, you guys can move up and get ready to go. And then Byzantine infantry right here. What are we looking at? 61%? Yeah, they can just start moving up. And then the spearmen, they don't have to fight the enemy spearmen. They can get ready to fight the Lithuanian cavalry. Actually, I don't want them fighting the woodsmen, because the woodsmen will do well against the armored spears. Woodsmen do have a bonus versus armor, so the armored spearmen are not going to be the ideal target for them. But then the Italian infantry, yes. Let's bring them up, and they can get ready.
The enemy's gate is broken,
here.
And your soldiers are in the castle.
Perfect. So you guys just go right in. And then let's get my archers moved up, and let's have them start to shoot at the inner gate so that we can get in there. And Almohad Urban Militia go in here. These archers go ahead and start shooting. Here, come over here so you can start shooting at that part of the wall. And then how are we doing on this side? Looks like we got it on this side, but we have no unit to send in, so that's, yeah, a bit of a fail. Let's come over here and get ready, and then, yeah, you guys can come back a little bit. And do we need any of these guys to come up? Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Just send you up. So we're shooting at the inner gate. My Byzantines are hacking through their spearmen. My Almohads are going to be coming up as well. So yeah, we're going to make short work of them here. Their other unit of spearmen are going to be trying to flank on in, and they might be able to get a little flanking shot in. We've made short work of those spearmen there, and now the Almohads are going to be coming on into these spearmen on this side. And yeah, they should be doing very well. Let's see, 11 guys left. All right. Let's make sure. All right, let's start shooting at the stockade there. And yeah, we're still getting into position on that side as well. And let's see here, 16%. All right. I thought that they would have had enough ammo to get through 2 gates, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'm actually going to have to hack down the gates to get in. How about this side? Is it the same deal? Let's see how much ammo you have. Yeah, not much. Yeah, interesting. Man, that went fast. I'm shocked. I thought they would have had enough ammo. Our Italian infantry are starting to hack through the walls on this side, down to 54. And yeah, they're throwing their little torches up. Or maybe that's the defenders throwing torches at us, maybe? Yeah, I can't quite tell. And on this side, how are we doing? Are you guys out of ammo? Yes, you are, so you can start hacking away. Archers go back. Almohad militia come up. And are you guys out of ammo as well? Yes, you are. Go back. And armored spears can start hacking through. So has the wall been breached? Yes, it has. So, let's see. Can I click on my guys? Italian infantry. Yeah, just go on in. Engage at will. Militia sergeants go ahead as well and start poking down those cavalry. I think they're a solid unit, but like, yeah, against Italian infantry, I imagine they're going to be going down pretty soon, or pretty quickly. And yeah, woodsmen, yeah. I don't think any of these units are super heavily armored, but yeah, woodsmen getting a little flanking attack on this blob of soldiers of mine wouldn't be good. So the faster that I can get in, the better. Yep, let's see, Byzantine infantry and Almohads get up here. Because yeah, I want you guys to get into these woodsmen as fast as possible. That's a full surround, and that was, wow, that was pretty clean work, actually. That was pretty fast work. I turned around for like a moment to start to command my armored spearmen to move up, and by the time I turned back around, it's like the entire unit had been deleted, so yes, feels good. All right, nice. So Livonia is going to be ours. That should get us another point of influence for our king, I think. Getting us back up to 4? So yeah, we lost 112 men, so not great, because I was planning on sending these men to on Crusade, and yeah, so Livonia has fallen, so pillaged 450 florins, and Aquitaine has been invaded. Huh, so the Aragonese forces, okay, so 4 of these units of Royal Knights are just 1 man in each of them. So that's not good for them. Now, none of them are heirs. I'm sure they were uncles, but not heirs at this point. There is an heir here, but he's not going to be leading the battle because the king's leading the battle. Luckily for us, the king is 2 stars, whereas his son is 4 stars. So yeah, 4 one-man units of Royal Knights, and then the full-strength unit of the king's man, and then his heir, and then they do have an 18-man unit as well. So it's mostly going to be about getting rid of those 3 units. As far as their, full-strength spearmen, javelin men, urban militia, ballista, and archers, not too worried about it. Now, my forces themselves, not super duper strong, but like, 3 archers, 4 hobilars, including a 6-star general. In fact, I need to be careful of this because I have a 6-star leading a 5-star. And I didn't mean for that to happen. Because I'm going to know who he is, but it's going to be harder for me to know who he is. I know he has 3 valor, and so he has 4 valor, so I know he's one of the 3 valor ones, but like, yeah, that's a little bit scary. Yeah, I'm not going to know who he is. Darn it. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake there. I'm not going to be using the peasants, but yeah, urban militia archers. And then I do have a Royal Knights unit as well. Don't want to lose him. You know, obviously pretty important unit, but like 3-star general is no longer in my family. He's like an uncle or something, but like, in fact, he's probably, I think the uncle's probably dead by now. I think this is just the captain that has taken over the unit. But, you know, it's heavy cav. Obviously, we're not going to be winning the heavy cav fight, but I think we should be able to mitigate their advantages. After surveying the battlefield, I will be deploying my men on this hill right here. I have archers in front, spearmen right behind, urban militia supporting them. My general will be right behind them. Then hidden on this flank, I have my Valor 4 Hobbler, knowing that he is not that general unit. And then my unit of Royal Knights that are both hidden in this little force here, hoping that they can maybe get some flanking charges in on the enemy as they advance on my central position. I have my 2 Valor 3 Hobblars back here, knowing that one of them is a 5-star general, so I don't really want to lose him. So if I don't have to use these guys, I'm not going to, but I might have to. Peasants are just, I just thought it was kind of neat. I can use them down here. If the enemy wants to flank me, they're going to be getting a nasty surprise. Peasants. Ooh, who wants to fight peasants? If I have to, I can send urban militia or hobblars down here to support, but I'm hoping that my archers can do a lot of damage. That's going to be sort of the key here, so let's get formed up like this, I think. And yeah, they got some ground to make up here. And they do have that ballista, sure. Okay. Not too worried about that. Well, the first move that they're making is, pretty fortuitous for them. They're sending their Spanish javelin men to scout out ahead, and they might spot my guys. So let's send my hobblars out to try to stop them from at least spotting my Royal Knights. I mean, at least we will be getting a free pick here on these Spanish javelin men. My hobblars should be able to catch them before any reinforcements arrive. This single Royal Knight is going to be trying to save them, but let's see. Is he going to get there in time? Yeah, I was kind of hoping we're going to be able to get more of them, but yeah, they might be able to save their guys. I'll keep a close eye on this. Yeah, they haven't broken yet, and they're not really like trying to save them either, so yeah, I'll keep taking these free picks as long as they allow me to get away with this. And now this 18-man unit of Royal Knights is coming up, and I could get the pounce on them as well. My Royal Knights are still concealed, and my Hobblars are coming up, so I might be able to get a little bit of a sandwich on this guy. Let's see, Hobblars come up and hit here. And now my guys are concealed, or they're revealed, should I say. So yeah, let's get a charge in. I do outnumber them by 2 men. I don't know who has the better valor. Let's see. Hobblars will be coming up eventually, but they're moving uphill, so they're not as fast as they would like to be. Let's see here. 13, 15 on their guys. Yeah, shoot. They must have higher valor. Yeah, that's unfortunate. If I can still get a good charge here, and then maybe, yeah, get them wild. Let's try to get my guys away. Yeah, 5 Royal Knights. Let's try to get my guys away as well. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Get you guys away, and then get you guys away. They might get stuck, but if I can save this guy... Ooh, no, Hobblars, get away, get away, get away. You're faster than everything. Get away, get away. Did you guys just get caught? Oh, that sucks. Oh, God, I hate it when like faster stuff gets caught. It's like, oh, no. Oh, that sucks so much. That sucks so much. That was a bad trade. That's such a bad trade. Oh, man. Those are 2 very important units for me. And, that sucks. All right, well, Can I rally those guys? Can I rally them? Rally, rally. And let's see here. Yeah, urban militia. Let's go in and kill these guys here. And then let's send my Valor 3 Howlers that I didn't want to use, but let's send these guys out to kill these 4 Royal Knights here. And damn, they got into our archers. Oops, that didn't mean for that to happen. Alright, Fearmen, come up. Yeah, we need our Fearmen to come up here. And yeah, damn. Now they got in my general. Let's try to get my general away and send my urban militia in here. And here, and yeah, we're just having a big old nasty blob fight here. Let's see here. Killing the 2 Royal Knights. Let's see if we can kill them and then fight all of these Royal Knights that are here. Yeah, urban militia, let's try to get you around the flank actually. Yeah, let's try to get you around the flank, and if I can get my guys into their archers, that would be good. And then perfect. So now my guys are ready here, so let's get here and get ready for some flanking attacks. Urban militia, go in on a wedge formation here and get ready, and then go here. And then Hobblars go after their archers, and then you guys get ready. Yeah, you're almost, yeah, let's get my Hobblars back here. And then you guys get to charge in on here. Yeah, this has been a tougher fight than I anticipated. You guys can go on close formation now. And we should get a good wrap here. And yeah, that should be pretty good. Alright, so start running down those spearmen there. Archers, run them down, run them down. Hobblars, run them down. So yeah, he's fleeing. So that means if we kill him now, that means that we actually capture him and don't kill him. So we could get a pretty good ransom for this. I don't know how much money the Aragonese have, but we should get something. But yeah, we took some losses for sure. And let's make sure that we hunt down every last man so that we can get as big of a ransom as possible. And let's also make sure... I wanted to get rid of that ballista crew, but they're already booking it. Oh no, don't you get away. No, how did he get out of that? Oh my goodness. Oh no. No! How did that happen? Man, I am the worst at killing or capturing kings. I don't know if, like, it, like, never happens for me. It's so bad. Yeah, come on. Try to get this guy. Yeah, it's funny. It's just like one of those things that on the forums, on the old forums, people would just talk about it like it was just like a normal, like, easy thing. They're just like, yeah, just capture him, you know? You just get the king. Like, if you get him, you get him. And I'm just like, what? They always get away. Like, they always... Oh, man, that sucks. I was looking for it. I was already, like, planning what I was going to spend that money on. Yeah, it sucks, too, because, like, this is my light cavalry, and I can't catch them. You know, it's like, what? Come on. I'm pretty sure that units do get, like, a speed boost when they start running away, but, like, still, it's like, goddamn, guys. You know, like, what's the point of, light cav if you can't catch fleeing heavy cav? Like, what? Anyway, alright, so yes, we killed 190. We lost 212. Yeah, we took some losses. Jesus. Yeah, not the smoothest fight ever. Yeah, that cavalry engagement was pretty haggard, but, yeah. There we go. We had defended that. And, yeah, the castle assault. I don't know if there's any point in me fighting this. Maybe. I mean, you know what, actually. I mean, yeah, it's archers and javelin men. And I'm going to have the fort defenses. Yeah, it's just whatever. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. Now, obviously, their archers are going to be able to shoot through any spot here. Oh, but they don't send up their archers. They send up their javelin men, and they're getting picked off by my... fort defenses. Huh. Interesting. Now, I don't know, can a unit of javelin men beat 50 peasants? I'm actually not sure. And he's not even going for the gate. He's not going for the weaker position. He's going for... Like, it's going to take him longer to get through one of the side walls than it is to get through the gate. Yeah, interesting choices being made.
And the enemy is upon it!
Now he is inside, and he is down to 52 men, so let's just kind of jump in here, and you guys jump in as well. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that they have much, well, I don't know about much better, but I'm pretty sure they have better combat stats than us. But, I mean, we're going to get a little flanking charge in here, and my guys are unbreakable as long as they are inside of this fortification here, so yeah, I don't know. It says they're still winning. It says they're evenly matched. 36 men, 45 and 5, so I got 50 men versus their 35. Yeah, it says they're winning, so is my fort's gonna fire at them? I guess my fort's not firing because it's worried that it's gonna be getting some friendly fire. So maybe drawing them further into the fortification so that they can take fire from the inner fortification. Maybe that's the way that I'm supposed to do it, instead of meeting them right at the entry. And that's going to be that. So this only does count the men that my peasants killed. It doesn't count how many men that were killed via the fortifications. 20 men, I feel like... Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Yeah, so Navarre has been lost officially. Again, yeah, I'm fine, you know, damn, 675 florins pillaged, eh? Did they destroy the port? I wanted them to keep the port because I wanted, nope, they destroyed the port, but god damn it sucked. Alright, ransom received. So I got 438 from the Aragonese, but yeah, they ain't no 10,000 that I was hoping for from getting that ransom. Alright, Tarkan Kupin. So this guy sucks. He's like crazy and shit. He's like giving -3 morale to the troops. So, but he's a 2-star general, which is kind of awkward. Alright, moral flexibility. So Sir Strongbow Gilbert. Is that my 6-star general? And in Aquitaine is -30% to bribery cost? God damn. God damn. Alright, well, so how are we doing here? We lost Navarre, but we took Livonia, so that's probably like equal influence. So yeah, that's probably what that is. So he didn't gain any, but he didn't lose any from losing Navarre. That's probably what that means. Oh shoot. Okay, so how are we doing on income? Making 1,300. Okie dokie. That's like fine, I suppose. And 7,000 in the treasury. So yeah, spent quite a bit. I have a couple more Russ Spearmen that I could send out. And I could go for it here now with the Crusade. It's like not... How's my zeal here? 63%. Yeah, shit, I should have... Damn it, I should have gotten the Inquisitor out. Why didn't I do that? I wasn't thinking. Darn it. Because I could have gotten a better Crusade if I had done that. And gotten my zeal up a little bit higher. So, I mean, as far as like Antioch itself... Desert archers are pretty good. I mean, they're fine. Regular archers. So 6 units of archers, 4 peasants, 3 camels, and 1 aptha thrower. Not like a super duper strong army, but like definitely you need some cav to deal with those archers, which I actually have with my mercenaries, so that's good. Tripoli. Yeah, Tripoli, not super strong. Not super strong. The stuff that is bordering Antioch. It's not super strong, but there's like a couple of decent generals nearby. 6-star dude here, and then 6-star dude here. This is I've fought in him before. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that I fought in Nicaea. I think. Yeah. So. Yeah. I don't know. 1 turn before my son comes of age. Let's go for it. Let's just send a crusade and see how this goes. So. Yeah, we're going to try Antioch again. And 1,000 florins for the Pope. Yes, there we go. So, what do we get? 3 Order Foot Soldiers, a 4-star Knights Templar, and 3 Fanatics. So, like, numbers-wise, not bad. Not bad. So, let's throw these mercenaries in. Yes, and let's throw these mercenaries in as well. And then I have a couple feared men, you, and then you, and then you. So not much. What do we have in total? 1,800 men. Okay, that's not bad. 1,800 is not bad. And I can send these guys from Livonia like right now, essentially. You know, I don't need them in Livonia. So yeah, let's send them to Antioch. Let's go. And do I even want to... So like, I literally just want Livonia to like keep my dude's influence as high as possible. But I think I need to find... Let's see how much we're making. 135 here. Oh, 1 command star. Damn, that's not bad for a title. But I think I just have to find someone with high dread so that I can keep Livonia as loyal as possible, so that I can send those mercenaries basically like right now. And I do finally have a boat in the Adriatic, so that feels good. All right, nice. That's going to be 4 more ports that I can trade with, and I should get some boats. Let's see, the Black Sea. I guess the Black Sea only has 2 ports. No, three ports, but one is held by the Egyptians. And let's see, the Aegean, nothing in the Aegean. Sea of Marmara does have the Constantinople, of course. And let's see, the Byzantines still hold on to these provinces, these islands, so I'm still trading with them, so that's good. That's good. And then the Almohads, they hold Cyrenacia. I've been sending my princess out to check out these provinces to see how they're doing, because obviously the Spanish are feeling comfortable enough against them to push into me, so that's, you know, annoying, but that's how it goes. So the thing is that, so my heir is going to come of age literally next turn, so I'm not going to accomplish this crusade unless they just completely abandon the province without leaving anyone inside of the settlement to defend. That's the only way that I complete this crusade in time, like before my heir comes of age. So honestly, like my heir might not be that great. Interesting how much piety my king has. I feel like he didn't have this much piety before. Did that just like crank up because of me sending a crusade? Huh. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. Well, down here I'm going to have to, you know, rebalance my, well, not rebalance, but retrain my armies. The Spanish sent some reinforcements to Navarre right away. So like they already are thinking about round 2. Like they're ready to keep on going. The Aragonese should stay put for at least a while. Are the Spanish and the Aragonese allies? Are they? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yikes. Okay, yeah, I need to start going here. Can I get more? Yeah, I already looked at this. I can hire 2 units of Rus spearmen. And that's it. That's all I can get from Flanders. Let's see here. Well, I mean, I'm going to be cranking out soldiers. I'm no longer going to be doing boats for now, for at least. I'm going to be cranking out Feardmen from Wessex and Mercia and Northumbria. And I can get my Celtic warriors here in Wales. I can get my Highland clansmen here in Scotland soon-ish. I just have to get the spearmen, and then I can start getting some kerns here in Ireland. And I will be getting some forces out that can defend my home territories. However, that is all going to have to wait until next time. And before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. Until next time, this has been Conasep playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.